Hello, everybody. How's it going? Welcome back to the Daily Zone, the daily video on this channel. Me, your host, yours truly, Calvin, whatever you want to call me. I hope you're all having a fantastic Saturday. Mine was, I wouldn't say phenomenal, but it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I had a great D&D session into some just, I would say Deadlock was fun. I played some Deadlock. I played the new game mode. I voted on my character I wanted to show up, which is Silver. The only problems I had is at some point, I don't know what it was, okay? 'Cause it's not like my ping was at 55, my frames were good, it was all good, but there's a down arrow in the top right-hand screen of Deadlock that was at like down 33%, and it was the equivalent of playing about 3 seconds in the past, but they also weren't like moving. It was like they would jump, and multiple games I had where I'm trying to fight people, and it's hard enough to play a shooter for me to play a shooter as it is. Now imagine playing a shooter where not only are they not where you're aiming at, but they're also just teleporting. And that's about my experience for like half the games we played. And the funny thing is, we only lost 2 games. We played 6, and 2 of the 3 games that I was stuttering in, we won. Now I'm not gonna say that means the players I was fighting were bad. I think that's just going to speak to the quality of my gameplay, guys. That's all I'm saying. Also, I'm not good at Abrams, so never put me on Abrams. That's all I learned. No, I'm not good at Abrams, but you put me on Greytown. Woo! I had a heater clip, man. A heater clip. They were in the past, and I was killing them with the owl, and I just random shot an arrow, got another kill, and it was like, oh. The D&D was great. We mourned the loss of a NPC. We had fun, had a great time. One of our characters made chocolate ice cream and had 5 NPCs crying and falling asleep. And so overall, just such a good time. Just a nice non-combat, just RP session that was just full of laughs, full of acts. Like, it was such a balance of good RP and like gags. It was such a phenomenal, like we rode that line perfectly. So good. And then obviously there was gags where like now there's position in this royal council that's missing that needs to be filled, and we have a player character who really wants to be in a royal like position. And the guy who's playing the king, who's my little brother, has a secondary character. He's like, I think this guy would just be great for the for this thing. So now my little brother's trying to put his second character into the magistrate position just to kind of like play around with the other character who's like, yeah, I really want to be a magistrate. I really want to be the magistrate. And he's like, this other guy is just so good. And then I had a gag where just random NPC who was essentially Gordon Ramsay. While everybody like while one of my characters was crying over the fact that this NPC's gone, and he's like, man, I'm gonna miss him. My guy was like, yeah, I'm gonna miss him too, but I heard there's a magistrate position open, and if you need somebody, I heard about this person. And he took a signed autograph of himself and stuck it in my player's character's hand. And it was good. It was a good bit. It was a phenomenal time. Next session, though, it's going to be a lot of combat. I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a nice change of pace. I've also been playing more Infinite Wealth, having a blast, having such a good time. I know I haven't really been... There's not been any... I don't think I uploaded any Deltarune today. I do apologize for that. I'm not rushing through it. Whereas I'd play in like a giant block. I've been kind of vibing, bouncing around games, having fun. I did some housing stuff, which maybe let me see if I can launch World of Warcraft and see if I can show y'all a little bit of what I did. I didn't do anything crazy. I did just make a pond and a lake, and then I ran out of housing. I ran out of like the how many points you have to build your housing. I ran out of those. Yeah, I did. It's unfortunate. I played a little Minecraft. It's getting to the point where it's a little tedium. But I'm bouncing around so many games that's like keeping my mind. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling real good. I hung out with people. I'm having a great time. And then I bounce off. Like I played with them, and then I bounced off, went and did my solo thing. Bounced back, hung out with them, played some more games, bounced off. You know, I'm just ping-ponging about like 7 different games and just having a blast. Having an absolute just good time. I'm enjoying it immensely. We didn't get snow, but we did get ice. The roads are iced in. About 3 hours ago, my cousin was like, yo, I'm really wanting a burger. You gonna go out? And I was like, you know, we could, but then we got out there and I felt the water and I was like, you know, here's the deal. If we crash, if you slide on this ice and you crash and you die, I have to tell them the reason we died is because our fat butts got in this car to go get McDonald's hamburgers at 8 o'clock at night, knowing it was icy roads. And I was like, it just doesn't feel good. It would just be really bad to be like, what happened, guys? And I'd be like, we just wanted some burgers, man. We just wanted some hamburgers. And decided to risk it. And for those who don't know, to get to my house, you're driving up and down like this massive hill. It's got several roads that are like 45 and like straightaways that people like to gun it on. And I was like, you know what? I just don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it's worth it. So we decided to cook at home, and that was pretty fun. Me and him were both cooking in the kitchen at the same time, which was a good time. And beyond that, I'm trying to think if I got anything else to talk about. I'm definitely gonna play some Deltarune tonight. I don't think I'm gonna finish it this weekend, but I will get probably another hour or two recording set, like 2 hours in. So that's like 2 to 4 episodes. Also, I want to show off my little garden. That's a bummer. I think that got it. Yeah, there we go. This is my little pond. I worked really hard on it. I had to look up a tutorial. Let me, yeah, go to my little corner here. I think it's pretty nice. Obviously it's nothing special. I'm not a builder, okay, guys? I'm not good at building stuff. So the fact that it looks, even that I think it looks, you know, pretty good. I'm sure most of y'all were like, oh, I can build better in my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back. But for me, this is phenomenal. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to have this like I wanted this pond to be a little bigger, and I wanted a river to kind of run down along here and over near the entrance, and I wanted to put a little bridge, and I wanted to have like a duskwood foliage kind of lined here and here, so that you would have to cross a bridge and then go into my house. But like I said, I maxed out really with boulders. I need to go min-max my boulder usage to see if I can get some more building stuff. And then, obviously, I haven't even done the inside yet, but, you know, it's nice just to pop on here and be like, oh, I want to do a little housing, have a good time, bounce off, because, like, obviously, there's no late game content to do. Next week, Tuesday, we'll have some rares to kill, but I don't think it's going to be that crazy. Like, I don't think I'm just going to be like, oh, my God, there's just so much content. I think it's going to be like, I hop on, I kill the rares I need for that day, that sort of thing. Still enjoy WoW. WoW's such, like I said, WoW's one of those games where it's just nice to hop on for like 30 minutes to an hour and just enjoy the vibes, you know? But yeah, that's all my gaming stuff I've got to talk about. We talked about the D&D and the games, and whew, I think that's it, guys. A nice little yap session. I know usually sometimes I push it. I've shown you all the background, right? Have I shown you all the lights? I don't know if I've shown you all the lights, but I got the lights and they look nice. And the best part about it is you can actually read what these books are now. You can like read and you can be like, oh, that's Game of Thrones. Oh, that's the Witcher books. These ones are a bit iffy, but if you know Scythe, or like if you recognize the book covers, you'll understand what they are. Obviously, that's One Piece because Luffy. I really like the Deltarune poster. I put 2 lights, one on the back of this bookshelf and the other over here to kind of illuminate that. I think it looks pretty good. If I get more posters, it's gonna be a little bit problematic. You can also tell behind me, I moved the magic cards down a slide just so I could put my like D&D stuff on this row. That's my big dice container. It has like double whatever that many set of dice is. I do need to get lights for up here, but any of the lights I used just didn't look that good, so I was like, you know, like the orb lights are a bit too bright and I can't really angle them. And the line lights, I would probably be able to, you know, hold on. How are you feeling about that? It's not bad, but it's not great. Not bad, but it's not great. Also, those lights came with magnets. so good. That's actually like, they're actually such a good. The only downside is they don't have a really long battery life. Like, they won't last a whole day. It says you're supposed to recharge them, like charge them once every 90 days. They did not last that. They did not last 90 days. I charged them to full, put them up, and they lasted at like a couple hours. And then I had to put them back on the charger. I do have more, but they need AAA batteries, and but actually, wait, what? Oh, I'm thinking about it. These are battery powered. Do they have chargers? No, okay, it's just battery powered. Yeah, I've got these. I don't know how these ones are gonna be. I'm gonna order some AAA batteries for next week, and try to get them set up, because they also have a remote they can turn them on and off with. So I just really want to test them out. And honestly, I like all the ones I've gotten. Like the orb lights have their uses, and the line lights have their uses, and hopefully these are good, because I bought them and I hope I get some use out of them. But yeah, I've got Dana waiting on me. I've also got a lot of stuff I want to do around the house. I'm doing my 24-hour stick, so while I may not play like 6 hours of Deltarune, I'm probably trying to stay up all night so I can wake up, or not wake up, I can be up and hit my kind of groove, because I'm going to do a lot of cleaning around the house that I'm very much looking forward to. Getting my table cleaned off. We're almost at 600 subscribers. Obviously, I talked about last time for the spicy challenge, but also, if we get to 700, I have this. Oh, it's just out of frame. I have some Warhammer minis that I would like to paint. I'm probably going to go ahead and just paint some of them eventually on like a weekend. I also wanted to cook. I've got a notepad with the recipes I wanted to cook from the cookbooks I have. I have to find it, and then I have to figure out which ones is the cheapest to make. And then we might do something that, as much as I would like to do it in my kitchen, I'm probably going to prep everything in here, like that one live stream I did, which I don't think will be bad as long as it's not messy and I don't get anything in my carpet. But yeah, look forward to that. Do I got multiple weeks? No, I have 1 week. I don't know if you'll get a cooking video this month, but I will try my dangest. Dangest Rampa, But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and hopefully I record some Deltarune tonight and you can enjoy some of that playthrough, because I'm enjoying that game. That game is phenomenal. And yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a fantastic night, and I hope to see you tomorrow.